Because economists like to classify things, we have three different categories of unemployment: frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, and cyclical unemployment. So let's go ahead and see exactly what all of these are all about. Frictional unemployment results from workers who voluntarily quit to search for a better position. So if you currently have a job and you voluntarily quit in order to look for a better position that better suits your needs, you are now seen as frictionally unemployed. It can also say that, suppose that you have a job and you decide to tell your boss a few choice words on where to shove it. Congratulations, you are now frictionally unemployed. And this is probably the most common type of unemployment that we have out of the three right here. But frictional unemployment also includes a different category as well. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more to this definition of frictional unemployment. Here, add more to this frictional unemployment. So not only does it include you voluntarily quitting your job or telling your boss a few choice words, you can go ahead and say it also includes people moving to new jobs, but you need a few days to report to your employer. So also includes people moving to new jobs, or they've accepted a job already, or accepted jobs already, but need a few days or weeks, to report to their employer. So need a few days to report to their employer, So frictional unemployment also includes people moving to new jobs, or they've accepted a job already but need a few days to report to their employer. So suppose that you graduate college and you've accepted a job, but it's going to take a few days in order to get your affairs in order and organized. So you're here in Florida, you've accepted a job, say in New York or California, but it's going to take you maybe a week or maybe a month to get all of your affairs in Florida here organized before you can actually move and get settled in California or in New York, wherever your new job may be. If this is the case, you are still considered to be frictionally unemployed. You're not in the labor force. You're frictionally unemployed. You're not employed just as of yet as well. And we do consider frictional unemployment to be short term. So here, generally, we view frictional unemployment as short term. So generally short term. The length of time that you're frictionally unemployed is generally quite short. Second type of unemployment we can focus in on is structural unemployment. It's caused by changes in consumer demand or technology. So here we know that the economy is always changing. It's very, very quick pace. Consumer preferences change, technology changes at a fast pace, and based on these changes, it can cause some of the skills or some of the jobs of some employees to become obsolete. So a really good example of this is Blockbuster. So if you don't know what Blockbuster is, first of all, that's going to make me feel really, really old. But Blockbuster was basically a brick and mortar store where people would go to in order to rent videos and DVDs in order to watch movies over the weekend or just over any type of day or any type of free time that they have. But what came around to make the jobs of Blockbuster, anybody that worked at Blockbuster, obsolete? That's where we had changes in consumer demand and changes in technology. Consumers really didn't want DVDs and VHS tapes anymore because there's the advent of new technologies. We have streaming services, so Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Amazon Prime. And we also have new technologies as well in terms of Redbox. So Redbox, you can see it in CVS, Walmart, any store nowadays. And basically that replaced all the skills needed in order to rent out these type of videos. So there's really no need for Blockbuster's employee skills anymore. We also see this quite a lot in other areas as well. We can see it in terms of the toll road, so the turnpike. If you ever drive up and down Florida's turnpike, you're going to notice that a lot of the toll stations are now being replaced in terms of the SunPass. So no longer do we need any of the toll workers to take the tickets and make change. Everything is becoming electronic nowadays, and basically you need the SunPass in order to go ahead and pay your tolls in terms of driving up and down Florida's turnpike. If you don't have one, then they'll basically electronically bill you, but it's always cheaper to go ahead and just get that SunPass. Or you can just go ahead and cover up your license plate and not pay the tolls at all. That's perfectly a fine thing to do as well. And in terms of structural unemployment, how long do you think this is going to last? With structural unemployment, unemployment, this is going to differ compared to frictional unemployment because we do generally see that it's going to be long term. So generally long term. So if you are going to be unemployed due to the basis of changes in technology or changes in taste and preferences of consumers, it's going to take a long time for you to actually find the right skills or build up your skills and experiences to find a new job. And then finally here, our last type of unemployment we can focus in on is cyclical unemployment, which is caused by fluctuations in the business cycle. So when times are good, we typically see a lot of people that have jobs, but when times are bad, people are going to be laid off. And when people are laid off because of recessions or because of bad economic times, we consider that to be cyclical unemployment. And cyclical unemployment is going to be probably the most important one out of these three because that's going to be the primary focus of most public policy. So if the government actually wants to lower the unemployment rate, they're going to want to pursue some type of public policy that hits the cyclical unemployment because we're always going to have frictional and structural unemployment no matter what. People are always going to want to quit their jobs to find other jobs to locate or find better occupations for their needs. And there's also always going to be changes in technology and changes in consumer tastes and preferences. So we're always going to have this structural unemployment. So if we want to drive down the unemployment rate, we need to focus in on the cyclical unemployment. With all of this in mind, let's go ahead and take a closer look at two video examples to make sure that you get the clear idea of exactly these different types of unemployment. First with The Office, and then with The Wolf of Wall Street. So here, look at the Office video. What type of unemployment are Angela, Oscar, and Kevin facing here? The one that should pop into your mind is going to be structural unemployment because changes in technology have essentially made their job skills obsolete. Do one more example with The Wolf of Wall Street.
Is that your car on the lot?
Yeah.
It's a nice ride.
Thanks, man.
County A's off.
Hey, George Belfort.
How
Nice
you
to
doing?
meet you. Yeah.
You know, actually, I see that car around. I see it around a lot.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think we live in the same building.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 12th floor?
Yeah, what floor are you on?
4th floor. Yeah, 2 little kids.
Right.
Ugly wife.
Yeah.
What do you do, bro?
What do you mean, what do I do?
For work, what do you do?
I'm a stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Children's furniture.
Oh, good for you.
It's all right. You make a lot of money.
Yeah, I do all right for myself.
I'm trying to put it together. You got your fucking nice car. We live in the same building. I'm not understand how much money you make.
I don't know. 70,000 last month.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I'm serious too. Seriously, how much money you make?
I told you. 70,000. Well, technically 72,000 last month. Something like that.
You made 72 grand in 1 month.
Yeah.
I tell you what. You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it, I quit my job right now and I work for you. Hey, Paulie, what's up? No, everything's fine. Hey, listen, I quit.
And he did quit his job.
Yeah, no, I'm
Which I thought was a little weird. I mean, I just met this fucking guy.
Don't fucking tell Susan. It's none of her business.
There were other things about him, too, like his phosphorescent white teeth.
Wife, I gotta fucking deal with your
The
wife.
fact that he wore horn rims with clear lenses just to look more waspy. Then, there were these rumors.
So what type of unemployment do we see with this? The one that should pop into your mind is going to be frictional unemployment. So you voluntarily quit your job in order for a better opportunity elsewhere. We'll wrap up the rest of the chapter in the last video next.